Sword with sharpness too. Look, that zombie's got one too. What? Out of bread, what do? I'm low on hearts, this is my doom. I don't even have a tool. Come on, button, play it cool. Though I'm here to fight for you, I'm fighting more than I can chew. My life flashes by through that entered eye. I'm scared. Oh well. And I'm pretty sure there's a big creeper right there. Oh dang. Someone at night, I know you're looking at that cave and you're feeling kinda brave. Gonna bet you'll be alright.
to me than glitz and glam. Oh, and now I feel my stars align. For I had believed what I was sold. I did all the things that I was told. But all that has changed and now I'm bold. 'Cause I know that I am just a bunny. I make mistakes from time to time. But now I know the real me and put my heart out on the line. And let the magic in my heart stay true. Whoa. And let the magic in my heart stay true. Whoa. Just like the magic inside of you. And now I see those colors right before my eyes. I hear my voice so clearly and I know that it is right. I thought I was weak, but I am strong. They sold me the world, but they were wrong. And now that I'm back, I still belong. 'Cause I know that I am just a pony. I make mistakes from time to time.
Hello. Hello. So, we are here now. Just thought I'd introduce the stream with the actual animation I've done for the past few weeks-ish. Mostly off-stream. I mean, I haven't done much new animation. I haven't worked past that point that I stopped. But I have done a lot of like revision passes on essentially the first 2/3 of the song to make it better than it was last time you guys saw it all the way through. So I thought I'd show it off. Even though it's not what we're focusing on today. We'll be focusing on the start of the sequence, which isn't part of the song. It's the introduction of Colatura, which is where Twilight introduces her, right? That's what we'll be focusing on. We might also focus on other set-related stuff, too. But, yeah. That's what I plan on doing. Let's take a look here. Alright. So let's go ahead and set this up here. I already have Twilight's asset loaded up and in position. I just need to reposition the camera because the camera's not... It's too high. You can't see Twilight here. Not very well. So which camera is this again? This one. Okay. Oh my god. Sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends? Nah, that's never gonna happen. Why would I be willing to be sponsored by such a manipulative mobile game? Horrible. Not gonna subject people to that kind of game experience. Oh man. Anyway. So first things first, move the camera down. I'm gonna do this exactly though. set the cursor around head level, I guess. And close that window for now. So I need to be in the dope sheet, right, for this. Wait, no, where's the motion? Why is the camera moving and I'm not seeing it in the action editor? Forget why. How was this set up before? Yeah, forget. What was moving this? It's not animated here, which is weird.
Familiar. This song
Yeah,
may
move
be
it.
familiar,
What?
but yet. It's
I remember having a problem with this before. I forgot why it was behaving like this. Because the camera's moving, but I don't see its keyframes. I don't see it being keyframes at all in its transforms, which is weird. I don't know why. No, I don't normally have a webcam when I stream. Nah, I just don't. I just prefer not to have a webcam when I have to work for like hours and hours on end. I started this project technically in 2016, however, like very, very late 2016, but this animation I'm doing right now, like I started doing this animation for College Sure I Enter Singing like a couple months ago, in September I think, is when I started, of this year. No, it's not gonna be 60 FPS. It's gonna be 24 FPS. It's the standard for film making and stuff. All CG animated films today are at 24 FPS too. So, and the main upside of rendering at 24 FPS is because you can save time rendering. If you animate at 60 FPS or 48 FPS, you have to render more than double the frames, which is gonna take so much longer to render. So I'm not particularly interested in higher frame rate. And I don't think it'll really benefit the style or the look of this animation anyway. So it's not needed. It's just unnecessary time spent rendering, which I don't need more time of doing. It'll take a while already. Okay. Let's go hunting for this. I don't know why it's not showing. It's probably NLA then. Must be. Don't know why it's there though. How would I put it there? Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Just makes it more annoying. There you are. For action 2. Okay. Nah, that's fine. I'll keep it there. I would be with it. I don't have room for my dope sheet though. So I guess I'll just... yeah, let's do this. Alright, now let's fix the camera. Let's bring her main in here. Don't have to be too exact. I just need to make sure Twilight's around the same area of the frame. Okay. Yeah, I need to pay attention to how far I rotate it down like this. So about here, which is 2.6 degrees? Okay, 2.6 is it. Okay. Obviously, Twilight will not be in frame during this section. She walks off, but just going to fix the camera first. There we go. Simple fix. She's now in frame. My favorite song in MLP would be The Magic Inside, which is probably already obvious enough. This animation will probably be about 3 minutes long. Somewhere around there. Could be more or less, depending on what I decide to include in it. I just know the whole song's gonna be in the final animation, as well as this introduction with Twilight and her introduction call Retro. Oh yeah, I was gonna fix the hold on. Let's get this chunk out of the way. There's so much crap. Get this out here. So visually busy, I don't need this. Okay. I wanted to be closer too, like, yeah. So, something I was thinking about before Because Twilight has to have some room to walk off stage. The main thing I could do... How far does Twilight walk off? No. She's like center stage, I guess, but... She's gonna have to be further out for my version, just because that's actually where Collature is sitting already. Because I don't feel inclined to cheat it, I don't have to. So. How far is she right now? Yeah, pretty far. Okay, yeah, I need to move the camera closer. That is a definite thing I need to do. So I guess I'll move her a little bit back where I want her. Maybe around here. And I'll fit her back in frame. Okay. So it'll be more angled like this. Oh, wait. Make sure it's a start. There we go. 10 degrees? No. 8. That would be. Let's see how much closer to this now. I'm going to lower the camera a bit more now too. Okay. Maybe about there. Can you take this one? 1.6 degrees. 1.6. Okay. It's high Twilight now. And obviously we adjust the focal lengths as well. Yeah, there's a lot of cheating in 2D animation, just in general. You can cheat perspective most of the time, cheat... You can cheat a lot of things, and I try to avoid that in my 3D work if I don't need to cheat. And for most of this animation, I don't really need to do a lot of that. I can keep continuity between all the shots pretty easily. The only bit of cheating I'm really doing is like lowering the piano a bit for some shots so that you can see coloriture a bit more clearly, but otherwise it's pretty much not cheated at all. Oh, and also, of course, coloriture is and also just the pony faces in general are kind of cheated with the snout kind of deforming a bit depending on where the camera is. I guess there's that as well. Main 6 release when? Probably after I'm done with this. I'm not focusing on anything else until I'm done with this project, so yeah. Okay. Get rid of this. Is this again here instead, I guess? Yeah. Oh, wait. Whoops. Has to be closer still. I'm making it easy to work with this being now away. Not work? Yeah, okay. Keeping the same spot, the same place here. I think. Yeah, good enough. Oh, thank you for the donation. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. What plugin synchronized Blender project timeline to? Oh, I don't use a plugin for that. It's just using the video sequencer, which is already built into Blender. Video sequencer here. Just import a video into the sequencer and just have it in its own window in the corner. And there you go. Simple as that. Yeah, the clothing's gonna be added later. No wings on Twilight? For now, yeah. Twilight is going to have wings at some point. But right now, I have not gotten to that point. I haven't gotten to the point where I need to make the wings. I can't just use the Pegasus wings. Because Princess Twilight has a completely different set of wings. They're way different than Pegasus wings. So I can't just use the same rig as what I've made already for the Pegasus. It has to be something different. But at least for Twilight, what I have set up for Twilight, for her proportions as an alicorn, like she's a bit taller as an alicorn, I already have that set up. She's already a bit taller than a normal pony would be, right? So if you look at orthographic, you can see that Twilight's quite a bit taller than Colorture, which is a standard size. Yeah. I do not DJ. That is just my initials. I was 11 when I made this name, and I thought it was neat that I had D and J as part of my initial for my first and middle name. I was easily amused back then. That was around 2008, so that was a while ago. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I've released these models before, but that was a year ago. And the models I'm working on right now, the most recent version hasn't been released. And it probably won't be released for a while, because I don't want to focus on that. I want to focus on finishing this animation first before I start releasing anything else. So. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to this. I mean, I don't want to get too close, but... Man, what can you do? It's fine. Stouts are crazy out. As far as I don't want to push it. I know I'm just trying to match the camera to what it is in this show. Make sure Twilight's in frame appropriately in her appropriate spot on the stage. And now I need to fix this camera, right? Is this good enough? I don't want to move it too close, otherwise you get weird distortions on the face, but... probably no closer than that. Oh. Keyframe that, please. Probably just keep the same spot. Just need to move. I try that again. Care more so about color transposition on frame than the piano being perfectly exact to how it was. Something like that. And like that.
Coloratura! This song may be familiar, but yet it's totally different. Kind of like me. Rah rah. Tora!
Not bad. I need to change a little bit of how it moves though. So let's keyframe this part and just move this forward a bit.
Song may
Move
be
it back.
familiar, but yet this song may be familiar, but yet it's totally. This song may be familiar, but yet it's totally different. Kind of like.
My great honor to introduce you to our headlining act, Countess
How does it motion
Coloratura.
work?
This song may be familiar, but yet it's totally different. Kind of like me. Rah rah.
Yeah, I recently got to 50k subs, I think. I don't pay too much attention to the numbers though, but it's kind of neat seeing like the halfway to 100k. But at the end of the day, that's not what I care too much about. I just care about making good animations that I like to do. I like to make. Let's see. Yeah. Diamond and Pearl, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Has some good music. Big fan of that generation of Pokemon.
Introduce you to our headlining act, Countess Coloratura.
But yet it's
I should probably lower the volume of the hold on. me raise my background music a bit. Can you guys still hear me pretty clearly? Hopefully. I don't want the background music to be too loud. So as long as I can still be heard very clearly, like I'm not being drowned out at all, this should be fine. Okay.
But yet, it's totally different. Kind of
Coloratura!
Okay. I will take you guys' word for it.
Now it is my
Now I still have one more camera motion to replicate that I have not yet, which is the very start when Twilight walks out on stage in the wide shot here, which shouldn't be too hard to do because you already have that camera angle here. I can just copy this camera and just mark it here. There you go. And there. Here. Looking at the stars. It's fairly zoomed in as well. Zoomed in and slightly looking to the left as well. Whoops. Have the world viewable, so we just look at the stars I have set up too. Oh, right. There we go. So obviously my take on this guy is going to be a bit different. My take is going to be more realistic. It'll be taking place during sunset, and you can see Twilight in the background, which is a neat touch, I think. Like the actual definition of Twilight. Alright. Now, got the camera, going to move it up more. And zoom it in as well. Let's do it here and see how that works. Oh wow, that's fast. I can definitely slow that down. First, just put that 80. So the main trick here is to just grab these out, stretch out the ease in these out way more. I think. No, it's still looking fast. Okay, you know what? Actually, I think it's broken too far up now. I still want to try this, but let's see. Look down more. And then I'll move this out 6 frames. Move out 6 frames. So it's not going to be 1-to-1 now, but it's fine. Just make this motion less sickening. Yeah, focal length is still linear, which is not ideal. Busier, please. It's probably gonna help a bit too. Okay. I'm gonna really slow this down compared to the original. Needs to be earlier now. Okay. Yeah, I made the stage myself. I made it quite a while ago. This stage dates back to 2017, like at the start of 2017 is when I first made it, and I haven't really touched it much since. Today I plan to actually touch it up a bit more after I'm done with Twilight. I don't know if I'll be done with Twilight today, we'll see, but if I have time today, I'll do some more work on the set itself, because I haven't done that in a long time. It's a bit dated now, so. How to avoid getting the camera all blurry when I make a cut? Do you mean like it gets blurred because of motion blur or something? It's mainly because you're moving the camera within a frame. When, for an actual camera cut, you need to transition to a different camera. And you can do that by having a camera selected in your timeline. Figure out when you want that camera cut to happen to that next camera you have selected. So the camera you have selected will be what the camera is going to cut to on that frame. And then you hit Control B on the timeline, and it adds a marker that will cut to your camera that you have selected. In this case, I had the same camera selected that the scene was already using, but if I were to select a different camera, like this one here, and hit Control B, it'll cut to that camera, which is like similar camera angle. So let me try this one. There we go. So for some reason, I decided, oh, I'll do this camera angle for this part, even though clearly I shouldn't. But yeah, that's the idea of an actual camera cut, how she'd actually do it. I can't imagine a camera cut having an actual blur issues if you do it this way. So if you are using a camera cut using this method, and you're still having the blur issue, I'm not sure what else would be causing it.
I have a place for this in my room. Could I put that back in your
Oh, yeah, you can.
market? Thank you.
There we go. Yeah, I do plan to do volumetrics, using an actual smoke simulation to show the show a volumetric spotlight. I don't know if I'll do it for this spotlight here, because especially not this far out. I want to do it from like a realistic perspective, using like an actual smoke machine on the sets that will help show the spotlight volumetrics. So it wouldn't be up here. I wouldn't do that, but I would do it for when it's shining on colors right here. I'm kind of curious how this looks in Eevee, actually. Do I have this set up right now? I don't know if I do. Let me see. I'm kind of curious. This is the cache I had set up a long time ago. Does it even work now? Is it like outdated? Probably is. Maybe. Or do I don't have volumetrics on in EV right now? Volumetrics. They're on. I'm not close enough. Hold on. I'm gonna guess that my cache is just outdated. Are we missing buttons? Like, wouldn't I be able to, like, load cache, I thought? Oh, this has changed quite a bit since last time I tried tinkering with, like, smoke simulation and stuff. I'll have to probably relearn some things, because I know they've been making changes to this system. I don't know. Was there like a modifier to load this now or something? I don't know. I'll look into it later. I don't know. Let's at least maybe let's do this. It's not using principal volume. It's not showing up on the viewport though. Strange. Oh, it could be this. Wait. That's fine. What is it then? Oh man. I don't know why it's not visible to the camera. That's very strange. Okay, how about that? Okay, that's what it was. There we go. Change the resolution. This is without a smoke sim, so like the entire volumetrics around the stage is like very even and flat, which isn't necessarily realistic, which is why I don't want to go this route. I want to have an actual smoke sim present, so that you can actually see smoke moving within the spotlight and such. Okay. Yes, volumetric rendering will be an interesting problem to solve, because it does take a long time to render, because it tends to come out really noisy unless you give it a lot of samples. I'll probably have to like render it on its own render layer and stack it on top later or something. I'll have to figure it out. That's just been one idea I've had for a while, to how to render this out efficiently. I could also do like an animated noise texture to make it look like smoke, because I don't need it to be super detailed, but I don't know. I'll have to see how that looks later. Animated 3D noise. I don't know. Not sure if people will understand what I'm saying. Render layer. I don't know if I can really explain that right now. Anyway, I'll just hide that for now. Back to this. Let's hide the... well... let's hide the lights here. To get better performance in the viewport. Just want to get a good idea of the motion. I need to grab a focal length on a keyframe here too. I didn't do that. Move it in. Should do. Pop it off. Slow it down a little more. Okay. any fandom has its weird side and its cringy side. You can look at any sort of fandom of anything. Pokemon, Sonic, anything. They all have their, like, quote-unquote cringy side, or their dark side, or whatever. It depends on what you look at, and what you're willing to put your attention towards. I just don't think it's fair to judge the whole group, the whole fandom, based on a section of the fandom that you don't like. It's not really fair.